me much, and that's why I'm interested in doing this class myself. The first thing is you must design. Anything, just like a tailor, you want to design. So some of us here today, we are very creative. We must learn to be designers. Some of us might not be dwellers, might not be making. But what you do, if Kiki Lucas is here now, last year I think she was here with us last year. She designed the crown. She came up with the sketches. And that sketches our youths that are here. Those are things you can learn using CAD. That is, you come with softwares. There are softwares to develop for rings, various ring sizes, for chains, the different kinds of chains. Is it cord? Is it straight? Is it the ones with rings? And some people have gone further in India. They don't even make the chains because it's wasting their time. They source that out, they outsource it. So they do their jewelry, they do what they want to do, the chunk. They buy the chain. And that's why you look at your jewelry at times, especially where I don't want to call the brand, I don't want to destroy the business. When you order all this jewelry from India, you know that the jewelry will still stand. But 3 days sweat, the chains are there, you understand? And so when you respond, they will tell you that, we did not do the chain, because the chain is outsourced. So you can see the opportunities along the line.
If you are dealing with the pink tourmaline, it is rubellite because it looks like ruby. So it is called rubellite. So be specific about it. Then we also have multicolor tourmalines. Now sometimes they come up as bicolor or tricolor. So those ones sometimes are referred to, particularly in Nigeria, as watermelon tourmaline. Because if you look at your watermelon, if you slice it, you have the back as green, right in between you have colorless, and you get in and it's what? It's red. So you find it even happening naturally. Can you see this one? This one is going within the pegmatites of Nigeria. Now, one interesting thing I want to also mention, because the previous participants in the other years did not get to know, the tourmalines are not only occurring in the Oyo Valley, in Niger or in Shaki, the ones that you have in Ojo and things like that. We're having a lot of them coming from the Kokona area around Kifi. We're having a lot of them coming right now within the Akamba area, close to the Ogudu axis. And they are very wonderful set of tourmalines, just like we're having now in Madagascar.
I must honor Mr. Ayo Adeneji. He was a goldsmith. I never met him myself in London. It was by chance. I was here in Nigeria. I met him in 1995 in Surulere at the Adenira Ogunshoya Shopping Centre, where he was a goldsmith, a Nigerian goldsmith. In 1960, he went to UK and became a top goldsmith there. I didn't know about him. I heard there was a rumor there was another black person. I didn't know he was Nigerian, but I heard there was a rumor that someone was a goldsmith and he was black and he was very good. He left the UK in 1975 and came back to Nigeria, where he opened his shops here, Jewel de Olivis. I know he was a key supporter of Nigerian industry development. He collaborated extensively on advanced jewelry vision. He passed away in August 2023, and I have to remember him because I think 2 weeks before he passed away, he called me and just told me, we started talking jewelry again, as we always did. He used to visit me in the shop I was teaching in Hatton Garden. For many years he used to stop by and we used to have long chats about the jewelry industry, about Nigeria. On one occasion I even did some work, I brought some work with me from London, and he allowed me to go into his workshop, and I was happy to make my first jewelry in Nigeria in his workshop. He even opened his house up. He was still in London and he opened his house up where my wife and I and our 3 daughters, or was it 2 daughters then, stayed with us for 2 months. He just opened his whole house up and said, whatever I want to do, he just allowed us to do it in his house. And I do miss him actually, miss that energy. He passed away at 95. You're 95 years old, yes. In conclusion, Nigeria can become a global jewelry industry leader. Growth requires collaboration, investment, and innovation. Today, we can elevate Africa's jewelry heritage globally. I believe Nigeria has the potential to become a major player in the global jewelry industry. I'd like to emphasize the importance of collaboration, investment in the Nigerian jewelry industry. Together we can create a thriving industry and showcase our rich cultural heritage and contribute to the country's economic growth. And thank you.
Those C-shaped things, those are actually the cream covers. And the cream covers, when you use your chain nose pliers to close them up, they actually look like a bead. So it looks very decorative, it looks very nice. So because of that, even if you use cream covers that are inexpensive now, it doesn't really matter, because then your cream, if you use cream beads that are inexpensive, the cream cover would actually complete the design for you and look very, very nice. We also have cones. We have bead caps on top of there, we have clasps, we have head pins, eye pins, and on the lower right hand corner you will find some simple clasps that people can make. We actually teach how to make these connectors, they're called. You can use them to, if you have just maybe one color of beads and just want to add some flair to it, make it more interesting, you can use wire, to do that. You can see a mesh there, the mesh. There are different types of findings, quite a number. I actually had to restrict myself to just show you a few of those.
And place those stones, and people will be paying money to come and look at those stones. You understand what I'm saying? The Smithsonian Museum in US is not a government museum. It's a private museum. But if you go there and you see Nigerian stones, you will faint. I'm telling you. You see, so stones are usually used as hard assets, not just for jewelry, okay? And the jewelries themselves are also what? Assets. So anywhere you bring out a jewelry, a gold jewelry that has some stones on it, it will turn into instant cash for you.
You prefer to wear shawty and go to parties or go for one bedroom. We should learn now to start taking all these things serious. If you are not at the table, nobody will give you anything. You must, and then you work together. We are all talented in different things. Ask me to come and sing now, we will all run out of this house. Ask me to come and dance, I will dance in the negative direction. I don't know how to dance. So you must identify who is a spokesperson, who is articulate, and you all stand behind that person when you go for negotiating meetings. And whatever that person is saying, you are agreeing to this. And then that way, the men will begin to reckon with you. So coming to this workshop now, for us to be able to move to step B, because I know government is committed, DDLRK is doing everything possible. SMDF is doing everything possible. MCO is doing everything possible. NDSA is doing everything possible to help you. But will they come and help you in your backyard? Will they come and help you in your room? No. You have to step out. And so stepping out, you have to have your cooperatives. Formalization is going to start taking place. You have learned about bead making. When you go back now, for those of you who are interested in bead making, form a cooperative around bead making. We are bead making, rubies bead making, sapphire bead making, whatever. Call yourself, register the proper way, and see if government will help you or not. For those of you who likes going into the bush and you want to do exploration, form yourself into a group. Call us, we are there to assist you, to give you direction, to say, okay, this is what you have to do, this is step B, this is step C. Some of you don't have licenses. You didn't know your licenses have been terminated in your hands. You know why? Because you just say, oh, I have license. And then before you go into mining, then you say, mining can make you poor overnight. It's the fastest way of making people poor, because I will not deceive you. So when you see people and they say they are making billions from it, ask, is it mining you are really doing? If you are doing mining, you can be very rich, and yet you can be very poor.
Thank you, Madam President. Trying to trace the source where our minerals are coming from, particularly gold and gemstones, and ensuring that by the time it is out, the signature clearly states that it is from Nigeria. That's the only way that we can be respected by the international community, and we can derive maximum benefits for what is going out, from Nigeria.
Nigeria is a signatory to Kimberley Process Certificate. You go to the Ministry of Solid Minerals. First, you must have your diamonds in the bag. You should have bought the diamonds already. And to have bought the diamonds already means you should have the license to possess. So it's difficult to tell you can travel with 100 grams. The value of amethyst is different from the value of aquamarine. The value of aquamarine is different from the value of tourmaline. The value of tourmaline is different from the value of sapphires. And also in those sapphires, aquamarine, amethyst, all of them, the value of each stone is different. They differ based on color, based on clarity. So you can't say this is the quantity, but like I mentioned, you need to know the laws of the land.
Not just the gold, but the skill. And it is the skill that will also help us to bridge the gap. So I want to commit us to exchanging ideas that we have at this conference, and also saying to meeting people that can help us transform those ideas to reality. Thank you very much.
So how did I get here? I got here by partnering with the Solid Minerals Development Fund. They had come up to us about a year ago and said that they had found out that on our stock market we have a concept that allows people to contribute small amounts of money to fund very big projects. The concept is called tokenization. And I will say that I'm here to support, and I will say that the market, the financial services system will connect with you to ensure that we give you wings to fly on.
I therefore call upon every member state represented here to take the decisive step of ratifying the AMDC. Ratification is not paperwork, it is a pledge to sovereignty, a commitment to continental unity, and a guarantee that our shared vision will stand the test of time. I thank you.